Welcome to this platform. My name is Rafael. If you've been following me, probably you have seen me sharing parts of a project I have been working on called XoraDex EduCore. Today, I wanted to step back and tell you the story behind XoraDex EduCore. Over the past years, I've had the opportunity to work with different colleges and training institutions in different capacities, rather in different roles, from classroom to administration. Those experiences have given me a chance to see how institutions operate from the inside. So now I speak from an experience point of view. And one thing that I've kept on noticing is the challenges that are not always about having people who don't know their jobs. In fact, most institutions have very hard-working teams. And one thing I've kept noticing each and every day, that is not about them. There is a real challenge that information is scattered. So perhaps when you talk about a student getting into our college, this student is admitted by the admissions office. And this student is sent to finance, or rather the accounts, to pay their school fees, and pushed forward into their academic department, which again is integrated with examination department. The entire process again involves lecturers coming in to assess the student and also answer to the examination office. At the end of the day, the student is passed to the registrar, who is supposed to unify the student's records and ensure that the students graduate at the end of the day. So this is an entire system. And sometimes, yes, we have digital softwares because we have digital transformation tools. We have softwares. We have ERPs, let me call it so. But the issue I've observed is that we could still be manual in some way and have a de-link of a department that perhaps at the end of the day, when we get to the registrar's office, he is not able to reconcile all the student informations to clear that particular student so that they can graduate. And this is the manual part in the digital system, that we still have fragmented work within our systems. Yes, developers are trying their best to unify this. And each and every day, we will benefit from the product that we have in the market that will simplify all these particular information. So admissions could have their own records, finance has their records, academics has another system completely. HR has different files, and sometimes everything will depend on spreadsheets, paperwork, or systems that do not communicate with each other at some point. But one thing I've always thought and I've always held on is that there is always a solution to everything that exists. So as technology continues to transform the industry, I believe even the education industry should not be left behind. And that is why Xorami Digital Solutions is working on XoraDex EduCore as a journey that will be able to see transformation in the education industry. Not only in developing the softwares, but also in training our developers, training our institutions, training individuals that we can have digital transformation in the education sector, because education sector is key and core to our economy. That said, the question of fragmentation, or the question of having manual systems that are digital by themselves, has dedicated me towards starting and walking in this journey behind XoraDex EduCore. So you ask yourself, what is XoraDex EduCore? It is just but an education management ERP. It is designed to bring institutions or other institutions, departments into an integrated platform. The goal is not just to digitize processes. It is to connect departments so that information flows in a smooth way. Reports are easier to generate, and then our institutions can spend less time managing paperwork, and time is increased and brought to quality education that will benefit our students. So building this platform has been an incredible journey. There is lessons I've learned. There is a lot to talk about. There have been some late night challenges here and there, some moments of excitement, and plenty of learning, I can say. But seeing the system come together has made every step worthwhile. Through this platform, I don't just want to show you the software. I want to share the thinking behind it. I want to talk about the real challenges that our institutions face, why certain features are designed the way they are actually designed, and what are the lessons that I have learned during this particular period that I have been developing and I will continue to develop. How has technology come to help transform our education management? So whether you are a school owner, whether you're a principal, whether you're a registrar or a bursar, even ICT professionals, or simply interested in education technology, I hope you will join me on this journey. Thank you so much for joining me, and this is just but the beginning. Welcome to XoraDex EduCore, one platform, every department. Thank you.